Let's decorate a bag for the Zara Larsson concert. This tote bag is what I'll be decorating, but there's one issue. The venue prohibits bags over 12 by 12 inches, and this bag is 13 by 12 inches, so we're gonna have to sew it to make it a little smaller. When I first started sewing, the thread snapped. I'm not much of a sewer. I used to like sewing, hence the sewing machine from 2017, but I no longer have the patience for sewing. So now I only use it in dire creative situations, such as this one. Alita eventually came around to help, but all she wanted to do was play with the thread.
Alita, you silly girl.
Here's me showing off my excellent work. Next, I wanted to add a zipper to my bag to keep my things extra secure. I'd never sewn a zipper to anything before. I'd bought a bunch of zippers like probably over 5 years ago and never used them, mostly out of intimidation, but today I was feeling ambitious. It was a little confusing at first figuring out which way to face things, but I got the hang of it, and I did it. We now have a venue-approved size bag with a functioning zipper. Now it was time to decorate. I headed over to Pinterest to get some inspiration and found this image. I wanted something similar and searched for a hibiscus silhouette and a dolphin silhouette to use as references. I drew out my hibiscus and dolphin using fabric markers. The next step I do is fill in my background. I wanted the whole bag neon and the background to have an ombre look like a sunset. I used green, orange, and yellow puffy fabric paint and blended it out using a sponge brush. I got some inside the outlines of my flower and dolphin, but that was okay because the outline could be seen through the paint and we'd be filling that in later. While the background on my bag dried, I pulled out the blue hoodie I would be decorating for the concert. I didn't want to do anything too complicated for the hoodie since I knew I'd be cropping the bottom half with a hair tie anyway, so I decided to do another dolphin and I placed it so it covered up the logo. After that, I put little flowers around the outside to add some more color. I haven't decided if I'm going to decorate the bag yet. I guess it depends how long this takes to dry. The bag was dry, so I started out by filling in the designs as much as I could with the fabric markers. Unfortunately, the markers I was using dried out rather quickly, so I knew I couldn't fill in the entirety of the design with them, so I started focusing on the outline and after filled in the inside with a layer of puffy paint. I forgot to film this part, but the paint I used on the hibiscus flower was glow in the dark and dried clear, so I went back over it with another layer of neon pink. I also threw an extra layer on the dolphin of glow in the dark, because glow in the dark is cool. Then I had the brilliant idea of putting a clear layer of glitter fabric paint all over the background. So I believe the bag is done. The hoodie might be done. I made a tie-dye tank top to wear under my hoodie, which is done. That's why I'm cropping my hoodie so the tank could be seen. I still haven't decided how I'm going to do my makeup. I'm bringing headphones that have ambient sound settings so I can choose how much outside sound I want to let in. And the last thing will be what I fill my bag with. One thing will definitely be an umbrella. It's supposed to snow and rain in Chicago that day.